Okay, today we're going to talk about the main parts of an egg. We're going to start from the outside and kind of work our way in. And remember, these are just the very simple, basic properties and jobs of those parts of the egg. We're going to start with the shell. That is the white outside part of the egg. It is oval shaped, it is on the exterior, it's on the outside, and it is used for protection to protect all the other parts of the egg so that the egg doesn't break or get moved around too much. The membrane, all right, is this small, thin, tiny layer on the inside of the shell. All right, so when you peel parts of the shell back, you get this thin layer, very, very thin, and it's kind of cloudy colored, but that is the membrane. All right, it operates as a bacterial barrier, so it doesn't let any bacteria into the egg to potentially harm the other parts of the egg, but it lets air travel through. The vitelline membrane is around the yolk. All right, we haven't talked about the yolk yet, but we're getting there. The yolk, or the vitelline membrane, surrounds the yolk, keeping the yolk from cracking, keeping it in that circle. If you break the yolk, you're breaking the vitelline membrane and the yolk is spilling out. The albumin is the egg whites of the egg. It protects the yolk. There's thick and thin albumin. When you open an egg and it spreads out, you can see the thick kind of holds itself in a circle around the yolk, and then the thin albumin just kind of spreads out. It is also to protect the yolk, all right? And it is also considered the egg whites. The air cell. Now, this is between the membrane and the shell, and it's right at the top. There's this little air pocket. It's called the air cell, and that saves oxygen for the egg, and it's specifically used for when the egg is fertilized and the chick grows inside of the egg, and when it's trying to hatch out, the first thing it's going to do when it's trying to hatch is it's going to poke its way through the air cell so it can breathe while it's hatching. The chalaza. These are the long, white, stringy squiggles that hold the yolk in place. There's one on the top and one on the bottom, and they hold the yolk in the middle of the egg. The yolk doesn't just bounce around like a ping pong ball, all right? It's held in the middle by the chalaza, so it's kind of like suspended in the middle by the chalaza. The yolk, as I've talked about before, is the middle yellow part of the egg. That provides nutrients for a developing embryo. So when the egg does get fertilized, all right, and it starts to form into a chick, all the nutrients that chick needs to grow is in the yolk. Last part is the germinal disc. This is where the female's genetic material is found. So when the egg gets fertilized, the germinal disc is where that chick growth starts from. That's where the fertilization happens. Thank you.